For this video, I'm looking at the Information Disclosure and Error Messages lab on PortSwigger.net. Let's read the description of this lab, and it says that this lab's verbose error messages reveal that it's using a vulnerable version of a third-party framework. To solve the lab, obtain and submit the version number of this framework. Alright, well, upon initially trying this lab, I was having a hard time figuring out on the site what exactly that framework was. I was trying to click around on the site and looking at, using Burp Suite, looking at an HTTP history to figure out, exactly what part of the site is being handled by the third-party framework. But after, looking into the problem more and actually reading the solution, unfortunately, I didn't want to do that. But I figured out that the framework is used for the each product page and delivering the content for that. So upon knowing that, I was able to actually, exploit the problem. As you see, I already have it solved, but I want to show you how to do it now. So in order to perform this exploit, click this Access the Tab button. Uh, with that open now, we're going to want to use Burp Suite, so copy the link that it brings up in the browser and paste it into your Burp Suite browser. It's located under the Proxy tab. We're going to turn Intercept off, and you'd click this button to open the browser. But now that we have the link in there, let's go to that page, and let's load it in Burp Suite. So we'll go over to this tab that says HTTP history now under Proxy still. And through this, we can view the different GET requests and POST requests for the site that contains information on each page. What we're interested in, though, like I said before, is the actual product page. And as you can see, this GET request right here is looking at the L1 typewriter, which its product ID is equal to 3. In this case, we want to try and cause an error with the GET request. So instead of this product ID equaling an integer, we could set it to something else. I think a string is probably the best option, since it might also accept other numerical inputs other than an integer, but a string is completely different. So in order to do that, let's send that page to the repeater. You just got to right click and then click Send to Repeater. Once it's in the repeater, we want to take a look at our URL up here. And what we're just going to do is change the product ID to a string. So in this case, I'll just use my name, which is Alex, and send that GET request using this URL with the string. And it should trigger an error, which it does. And as you can see, it sends back a ton of logs to the user, which it probably shouldn't. It really shouldn't, to be honest. And the reason for this, especially other than this stuff maybe being sensitive, I don't know, I haven't looked through it, but in this case, they want us to see that we can actually see in the logs that the third-party framework is actually using an outdated or vulnerable version of Apache Structs, which is this version right here, 2.3.31. So in order to solve this lab, once you have that up, all you gotta do is copy that, and we'll go back over to, I guess you can use any page, but in this case, we would go back over to one of the pages we had opened before. And before I solved this lab, there's a button around here that said Submit. You'd click Submit. It brings up a dialog box or input box, and you just input this version of Apache Structs into that box, and the problem should be solved. Apart from that, it's not too complicated of a problem. A little bit difficult, but not too bad. So I hope this video was helpful, and thank you for watching, and have a good one.